Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to episode 6. I am Anna.
And I'm Lucas. We are happy to spend this time with you.
We hope that wherever you are right now, you can find a comfortable position.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're commuting or, maybe you're walking the dog, or perhaps you're just stealing a few quiet minutes before the rest of the house wakes up.
Those are the best minutes.
They really are. Today, we want to cultivate a very specific atmosphere. We want this session to feel like the heavy, warm sigh of relief.
Ah, I know that one.
You know the one. That feeling you get when you finally sit down on a comfortable chair in your favorite coffee shop.
That is a beautiful image, Anna. It really is about that shift in atmosphere. You know that feeling when you step out of the busy, noisy street?
All the traffic and sirens.
Exactly. And you push open that heavy glass door of a cafe. Suddenly, the world is just muffled. The
Yes.
smell changes. It becomes roasted beans and cinnamon. And the sound changes. It's just the soft hum of conversation and the clinking of ceramic cups.
It's a sanctuary, really. And in that sanctuary, time just seems to move a little bit slower.
It does.
And that is our intention for today. We often feel this pressure to rush, to consume information in these, bite-sized, frantic pieces.
Always on to the next thing.
But today, we are going to rebel against that speed. We are going to slow down, and we're going to explore the simple but essential parts of daily life.
It's interesting because when you say simple, I think people often hear unimportant. But I would argue that the simple things,
Like what?
well, cooking a meal, watching people pass by, navigating our neighborhood, understanding our own bodies, I mean, these are the bedrock of our existence.
That's so true.
These are the things we do every single day, yet we so rarely stop to analyze the art behind them.
The art, I love that. We're going to look at the ritual of the kitchen, the way we perceive the strangers all around us, the geography of our cities, and the fascinating social contracts we call manners.
We have some recipes to discuss, I believe, and maybe some stories about getting lost.
We do. And I'm very excited to say we have a special game at the very end. It involves food and the alphabet, and I think it will test our creativity.
I have been brushing up on my vocabulary just for that. But before we get to the games, let's start where life so often starts and ends.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
The kitchen. It's so often called the heart of the home, isn't it? And for good reason. It's a place of alchemy.
Alchemy, yes. You take these raw materials and you transform them into sustenance.
But Lucas, when we talk about cooking, we aren't just talking about the food itself. We're talking about a process, a sequence.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at it through a sort of cognitive lens, cooking is one of the most complex sequencing tasks that humans perform.
Really?
We rely so heavily on transition words that structure our reality, first, next, and then.
Right.
These aren't just, grammatical markers. They are the architecture of logic. Without
you-
first and then, you don't have a recipe. You have chaos.
Chaos in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad reality TV show.
It probably is one.
But you're right. Structure brings peace. Let's unpack this idea of process.
Yeah,
Lucas, you often talk about the meditative quality of preparing food.
I do.
It doesn't have to be some 5-course banquet to be meaningful.
Not at all. In fact, I find the most peace in the absolute simplest preparations. Take, for example, the humble sandwich.
A sandwich. Okay, let's break that down. Walk us through the phenomenology of making a sandwich.
Okay. It begins with intention. You're standing at the counter. The world outside is chaotic, but right here, you have control.
Mm-hmm.
First, you take the bread. Now, I'm not just talking about grabbing a slice of factory-made white bread without looking. I mean, holding a rustic loaf.
Feeling the texture.
Feeling the resistance of the crust. That tactile sensation is step one. It grounds you.
So first is the connection with the base ingredient, the foundation, and then
Then add the cheese. And here is where the philosophy of mise en place comes in. Everything in its place.
I love that phrase.
You don't just slap the cheese on, you layer it. You consider the coverage. It covers the bread like a heavy blanket.
No, that's a nice way to put it.
It implies safety, comfort. When you combine the carbohydrate of the bread with the fat of the cheese, you're tapping into a very primal desire for sustenance. It's simple, yes, but the result is, well, it's profound.
It's delicious.
Yes.
And I love that word, delicious. It isn't just about flavor. It's about the satisfaction of a need met with care.
Exactly.
If you rush it, it's just fuel.
Yeah.
If you respect the steps, first the bread, then the cheese, it becomes a meal.
Precisely. It's all about mindfulness. What about you, Anna? Is there a ritual in the kitchen that centers you?
For me, it is undoubtedly making tea. It's my morning anchor,
Ah.
and the process is dictated by physics, which I find very comforting. First, I must boil the water.
The sound of the kettle is a very specific trigger for relaxation, isn't it?
It is. It starts as this low, grumbling rumble, almost like a beast waking up,
Mm-hmm.
and then it builds to that high singing whistle. It's the sound of anticipation. But the crucial part is what happens next.
Okay.
Then I pour the water over the leaves, and this leads to the hardest part of the process,
Which is?
the waiting.
Steeping.
Yes, steeping. It's a lesson in patience. You cannot rush the chemistry. The water needs time to extract all those flavor compounds from the leaves.
Right.
If you drink it too soon, it's just hot, tinted water. If you wait too long, the tannins release, and it becomes bitter and astringent.
A very fine line.
You have to wait for that perfect window of time. So first is the heat, then is the patience.
That's a lovely distinction. My sandwich is about construction building layers of solid matter. Your tea is about transformation.
Infusion.
Yes, water changing its essential nature through infusion. Both require us to be fully present in the moment.
And to be present, we need to respect the tools we use. The kitchen is full of objects that demand our respect. I think there's something very primitive and powerful about holding a good knife.
The knife is the primary tool of civilization in many ways. We describe a knife as sharp.
Right.
That adjective, sharp, it carries a weight of responsibility. When you're chopping vegetables, you cannot be thinking about your emails or your commute.
No, you really can't.
You have to focus on the blade. Chop, chop, chop. It forces a state of flow.
It really does. If your mind wanders, you get hurt.
Yeah.
It's immediate feedback.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the pan. The pan is the stage where the drama happens. We describe the pan as hot.
Heat is energy. You can feel it radiating against your hand before you even touch the handle. And the auditory feedback is just incredible.
The sizzle.
That sizzle when a cold ingredient hits a hot pan, that is the sound of chemistry happening in real time.
Yeah.
The Maillard reaction, browning the food, creating flavor.
However, even with the best intentions, the sharpest knives and the hottest pans. We're only human.
Yes, we are.
We can't talk about the art of cooking without addressing the inevitability of failure.
Failure is a fantastic teacher. I think anyone who claims to be a good cook has a cemetery of ruined meals behind them.
Oh, absolutely. I think kitchen failures are what keep us humble.
I have a very vivid memory of my battles with the toaster. It seems so simple. First, put the bread in, then wait.
The classic mistake. Trusting the timer too much.
Exactly. I'd be easily distracted. I would start reading a book or something.
Then milk.
The smell always hit me first. That acrid, sharp, smoky smell of carbon. I'd pull the slice out, and it wasn't golden brown. It was obsidian, pure black.
Oh, no.
The crunch was not the pleasant snap of toast. It was the crumbling of charcoal.
Burnt toast. It's
Ah.
a universal experience of disappointment, I think. I have a similar relationship with seasoning.
Ah.
I remember making a vegetable soup once. I tasted it and thought it needs salt. So I added a pinch.
Yeah.
Then I tasted it again, and my palate was confused, so I thought, maybe a little more?
The slippery slope of salinity.
That is a dangerous game.
Mm-hmm.
I lost track of the Len. Suddenly, I had put so much salt in the soup that it was chemically inedible.
Oh, that's the worst.
It tasted like I had scooped up a bucket of the ocean. I had to throw the whole thing away. It was heartbreaking.
But we learn that salty is a virtue, but too salty is a disaster. It teaches us moderation.
It does. Speaking of learning curves, I want to revisit memory, or perhaps a scenario we can all relate to. Do you remember when you first started cooking for yourself, Lucas?
Vaguely, yes.
When you were essentially a novice student in the kitchen?
I do. I remember being overwhelmed by all the unspoken rules.
Let's play with that dynamic.
Yeah.
I want to step into a scenario where I am the teacher and you are that younger, inexperienced version of yourself. We are making pasta.
Okay, I'm channeling my inner novice. I'm holding a pot, and I look very confused.
All right, student. First, you need to fill the pot with water. Just cold water from the tap.
Okay, the water is in the pot. It's heavy. Now, my instinct is to just rush. Do I put the pasta in immediately?
No, patience. First, we must boil the water. Put the pot on the stove and turn on the heat. We need big rolling bubbles.
Big bubbles.
This is thermodynamics.
Okay. I'm watching the water. It's getting hot. Steam is rising. Now I see the bubbles. Now.
Yes, now. Then you put the pasta into the boiling water.
Okay. I'm dropping it in. But Anna, I have a distinct memory of actually asking this question when I was 20 years old, and it's embarrassing.
What is it?
Well, the pasta has been in a box. It's been in a factory. My logic tells me it might be dirty. Do I do I wash the pasta with soap before I cook it?
Oh, Lucas, I can see why 20-year-old you would think that hygiene is important, but goodness no. Please put the soap away.
No soap.
You never wash pasta with soap.
But how does it get clean?
The boiling water is a sterilization agent. It cleans it and cooks it at the same time.
Oh.
If you use soap, the pasta will absorb that chemical flavor. It would taste like doing laundry. Plus, the soap would ruin the starch and the sauce wouldn't stick.
Ah, I see. No soap, only water. That is a relief, honestly. It saves a step.
It definitely saves time and saves your stomach.
Mm.
Just let it boil until it's soft but still has a bite. Al dente.
I think I can handle that. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. It's funny, isn't it? How many things we take for granted now were once complete mysteries to us.
That is the beauty of growth. And that observational eye we use to learn cooking, noticing the bubbles, feeling the bread, is the same tool we use to understand the social world.
That's a good transition.
Let's step out of the kitchen and take a seat at the window. Let's look at people.
People watching. It's one of my favorite pastimes. When we sit in a coffee shop or walk down the street, we're constantly just gathering data on the humans around us.
We are. And we use adjectives to paint mental pictures. It's usually physical appearance first. That's the raw data our eyes receive.
We notice geometry, tall versus short. It's interesting how verticality changes our perception.
How so?
Well, a tall person occupies space differently. They might have to duck through a doorway. A short person might have to stand on their toes to reach a shelf. We kind of empathize with their navigation of the world.
And we notice texture and color. Hair is a big one. Long hair, short hair, curly, straight. And the details of the face. Blue eyes, brown eyes. Someone wearing glasses.
Glasses are a fascinating detail. In literature and film, glasses often shorthand intelligence or seriousness.
Right.
But in reality, they're just a medical aid.
Yeah.
Yet when we see them, we often think studious.
And facial hair. Beards, mustaches. A beard can completely change the architecture of a man's face. It adds texture. It hides the chin. And, of course, the most important feature.
The smile.
The smile.
Oh, I
A
see.
smile is an action, but we often describe it as a static trait. She has a warm smile.
This leads to a conversation that happens in every family, usually around the dinner table. The question of resemblance. Lucas, when you look in the mirror, do you see your mother or your father?
That is a profound question. It touches on genetics and legacy. I
Yeah.
think as I get older, I see my father staring back at me.
Really?
I have his eyes calm, perhaps a bit deep-set, observant, but the mouth, that's my mother. I have her smile.
That is a lovely combination. It's strange, isn't it? We carry our history in our faces.
Mm.
I am often told I look like my grandmother, a woman I barely knew. It's like seeing a ghost of the past in the mirror. We're collages of the people who came before us.
Collages of the people who came before us. I like that. It connects us to a timeline longer than our own lives.
Shall we play a quick game to test our descriptive skills?
I love a challenge.
It's one thing to observe, it's another to describe so clearly that someone else sees what you see.
What is the concept?
It's called Guess Who.
Yeah.
I will describe a famous figure, a cultural icon, using only physical adjectives and details. I won't say his name. You have to guess who it is based on the visual data.
Okay, I'm visualizing a blank canvas. Paint the picture for me.
All right. This person is an older man. In terms of build, he's large, quite heavy set.
Okay.
The most defining feature is his facial hair. He has a very long, very white beard that covers most of his face, obscuring his mouth.
Long white beard. Got it.
He is almost famously dressed in a bright red suit with white fur trim. And personality-wise, he is almost always described with the adjective jolly.
Okay, you've given me a very specific silhouette. Big white beard, red suit, heavy build, jolly. There is really only one figure in the Western imagination who fits that.
And that is
That is Santa Claus.
correct. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't mention Christmas or reindeer or the North Pole. Just white beard and red suit and jolly was enough.
It shows the power of iconic imagery. Those adjectives have become symbols in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But people are not just physical shells. As we get to know them, or even as we observe them longer, we start to describe what's inside. We describe personality.
Yes. The internal adjective. These are harder to see, but we infer them.
Yeah.
There's a nuance between being kind and being funny.
Kind is soft. It's about empathy, about how you treat others when they're vulnerable.
Right.
Funny is about energy, about wit, about making people laugh.
Yeah.
You can be funny but not kind. And you can be kind but not funny.
Let's try another scenario to stretch our imagination. I want you to create a character for me, Lucas. Writers do this all the time. I want you to describe a new friend you've met. But this friend is imaginary. Bring him to life with details.
Okay. I am constructing a person. Let's say I met a man named Barnaby.
Barnaby, great name. What does Barnaby look like?
Barnaby is distinct. He is very tall, exceptionally tall like a basketball player.
Hmm.
He has to stoop to hear you.
Okay.
He has messy, curly orange hair. Not just auburn, but bright carrot orange. It's unruly.
Okay, I have a clear image. Tall, lanky, shock of orange hair.
Hmm.
How does he dress?
He is eccentric. He wears a long green scarf. Even in the summer, he's never without it.
Yeah.
And he wears round, thick, purple glasses.
Purple glasses and a green scarf. He sounds very colorful. So we have the visual. Tall, orange hair, green scarf, purple glasses. But who is he inside? What's his personality?
That is the contrast. Despite his loud appearance, he is very shy. He speaks in a whisper. He's an observer, a listener. He's gentle.
I love that. The contrast between the bright, loud orange hair and the shy, quiet personality makes him feel real, complex.
We often assume that loud dressers have loud personalities, but, humans are rarely that simple.
Very true. Now, let's leave Barnaby and step outside. We have cooked, we have people watched. Now we need to navigate the wider world. Let's talk about the city.
The city is a text that we have to read. It's a network of locations and functions. When we leave our homes, we usually have a destination. We have errands to run.
Errands.
Yeah.
That is such a grown-up word. It implies maintenance of life, routine stops.
One of the most common yet rapidly changing stops is the post office. Even in our digital age, the post office remains a hub. We go there to send a package. It's about physical transfer.
It connects us to people who are far. That's a key concept in the city. Spatial relationships, near versus far.
Right. The post office bridges that gap. And then there's the bank. We go to get money or manage finances. The atmosphere there is different.
How so?
It's usually quiet, serious, air-conditioned. It feels sterile compared to the street.
Unlike the street, which is a sensory overload of noise.
Yeah.
But there is another place in the city that I consider a third place. Not work, not home, but a community space.
And that is?
The library.
The library. It is one of the last places in the city where you can exist without spending money. It is a sanctuary.
It is. And it has a social contract, a golden rule. You must be quiet.
Why is that rule so universally respected, do you think?
I think it's a collective agreement to protect thought. People are reading, studying, escaping. The silence is a form of respect for the minds of others. There's a deep peace in whispering, "Where is the book? It's over there." It feels intimate.
It does. It's a break from the honking cars and the construction noise. But if the library is closed, or if we want fresh air, where else can we go to relax?
For me, it's the park bench. Finding a wooden bench under an old tree.
Just sitting? Watching the world go by? It's the best way to practice that people watching we discussed.
Yes.
It's doing nothing, which is actually doing something very important for your mental health.
But sometimes the city isn't relaxing. Sometimes it's confusing. We can get lost. Navigation is a skill. And in a new city, it can be stressful.
It can be. And admitting you're lost requires humility. Asking for help is a crucial interaction. Shall we try a role play about navigation?
Let's do it. I think this happens to everyone.
Okay. The scenario is this. I'm a tourist, or maybe just new to the neighborhood. I am lost. I'm hungry. I am looking for a specific bakery I read about, but I cannot find it.
Okay.
You are a local walking down the street.
I am ready to be the helpful stranger.
Clears throat. Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me, miss.
Yes. Hello. Can I help you?
Yes, please. I am so sorry to bother you, but I'm a bit lost. I'm looking for the city bakery.
Oh.
I can smell fresh bread, so I know I'm close, but I do not see it. Can you tell me where it is?
Oh, the city bakery. Yes, of course. You are very close. You're almost there.
Oh, that is a relief. Which way do I go?
Okay, visualize the path. First, go straight down this street. Keep walking past that large gray bank on the corner.
Okay, go straight past the bank. I see it.
Then, turn left at the corner. You'll see a big blue sign for a shoe store. The bakery is right next to it near the post office.
Okay, turn left at the blue sign, and it's near the post office. Straight, then left. I think I have it.
Yes, it's just 2 minutes away. You cannot miss it.
Thank you so much. I was walking in circles. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Their croissants are amazing. Enjoy.
I will. Goodbye. You see, that interaction relied heavily on directional prepositions. Straight, left, near, past.
And it relied on a spirit of cooperation. Cities work because strangers agree to help each other. But to walk to the bakery, to carry the bread, to eat the croissant,
Mm.
we need a vehicle. We need our bodies.
Our bodies, the vessel we live in. We often take them for granted until something goes wrong.
So true.
But understanding the anatomy, the body map, is essential for self-care.
We all know the song, don't we? It's the anthem of childhood anatomy. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
It's catchy, but it's also a checklist. It
Yeah.
covers the structure from top to bottom. The head, the command center, where we see with our eyes, hear with our ears, and speak with our mouths.
And then the limbs, the hands. Lucas, think about the evolutionary marvel that is the human hand.
Hands are incredible. The opposable thumb allowed us to grasp tools, to write history, to paint art. We use them to hold the sandwich we made earlier. We use them to gesture when we're lost. They're our primary interface with the physical world.
But because we use our bodies for everything, walking to the bank, cooking the pasta, typing emails, they're subject to wear and tear. We get injuries. We feel pain.
And expressing that pain is vital. If you go to a doctor or just tell a friend, you need the right vocabulary. You can't just scream, you have to articulate.
You might say, I cut my finger. That implies a sharp tool like the knife in the kitchen. It implies surface damage.
Or, I twisted my ankle.
That-
That implies mechanics, a joint moving the wrong way. Maybe you were running for the bus or stepped wrong on the sidewalk curb.
Let's act this out. A scenario involving a common sports injury. It highlights how we show vulnerability.
Okay. I have just returned from playing football with friends. I am not walking normally. I am limping heavily.
Oh, Lucas, you're walking very strangely. You're favoring one side? What happened?
Ouch! Ouch! Hello, Anna. Yes, I had a small accident at the football game. I am not as young as I used to be.
Oh, no. You're limping. Where does it hurt exactly?
It's my knee, right here on the side. I fell down while I was running to catch the ball. It hurts to bend it.
That looks painful. It might be swollen. You definitely should not walk on it.
I think you're right. It's throbbing. It feels like a heartbeat in my knee.
Come sit down here. I'll get you some ice. Ice will help with the pain and reduce the swelling.
Ice sounds very good right now. Thank you, Anna.
Just rest. No more football for you today? Maybe just watch the game on TV.
Agreed. No more football. I will stick to chess.
It's important to be able to answer, where does it hurt? It allows others to care for us. It turns pain from a private experience into a shared one.
Helping others, offering ice, giving directions. These are all forms of social kindness, and kindness is built on a framework of manners.
That brings us to our next topic, manners and politeness. The invisible glue that keeps the city running smoothly.
In English, as in many cultures, there are words we teach children as the magic words.
Please, and thank you.
Why do we call them magic? It sounds silly, but it's because they transform reality. They open doors. They change the tone of an interaction. Give me the bread is a command. It creates resistance. Please give me the bread is a request. It invites cooperation.
And thank you is the closure of that transaction. It acknowledges the other person's effort. It says, I see you. I see what you did for me, and I value it.
It validates the other person's existence. There are other social situations that require specific scripts, automatic responses. For example, sneezing.
It is a funny custom, isn't it? It's a biological reflex, just expelling air.
Yeah,
But if someone goes, oh, we feel a compulsion to speak.
we do.
We say, bless you.
It dates back to superstitions about the soul leaving the body or the heart stopping. But now it's just a wish for health.
And the person who sneezes says, thank you. It's a tiny social dance that says, I wish you well.
And then there's lateness. Time is our most valuable currency. If we waste someone's time by being late, we are stealing from them.
That is a harsh way to put it, but it's true.
Yeah.
You can't just sit down and pretend nothing happened.
Heh.
You must acknowledge the debt. You must apologize.
I am sorry I'm late.
Exactly. Apologies are powerful tools. They repair small breaks in relationships. Let's practice a bigger apology, one that involves physical clumsiness.
A bigger apology. Okay.
Let's do a role play. We're back in the coffee shop setting where we started.
Okay, the atmosphere is calm.
You, Lucas, are moving through the crowded shop. I'm sitting at a table with my coffee and a book. And action.
Okay, I'm walking, looking for a seat. The cafe's crowded today. I'm squeezing past this table.
Oh no. Crash.
Oh, my goodness, it's everywhere.
Oh no. I am so sorry. I did not see your cup. My bag hit it. I knocked it right over. There was coffee all over the table. And your book.
Oh dear, it is dripping onto the floor.
I am incredibly sorry. I was clumsy. I wasn't looking. Please let me get some napkins. Let me buy another coffee. I feel terrible. It is okay, Lucas. Really. Take a breath. It's just coffee. Do not worry. The book is fine.
Are you sure? It looks like a mess.
Accidents happen. We are not robots. It is no problem. I can clean it up.
You are very kind. I am still very sorry. I will get you a fresh cup.
That would be nice. I forgive you. Just watch where your bag is swinging next time.
I will, I promise.
See? The profuse apology. I'm so sorry. It helps calm the situation. It shows you know you made a mistake.
Right.
And the forgiveness, it is okay, no problem, resolves it. It prevents a small accident from becoming a conflict.
It turns a disaster into a moment of connection. Manners are the oil in the machine of society. Without them, the gears would just grind and break.
They really are.
Yeah.
Well, Lucas, we've covered a tremendous amount of ground today. We have cooked, we have explored the city, we have healed our injuries, and we've apologized for our spills.
We have. We have examined the fabric of daily life.
And now, I think we have earned a little fun. It's time for our final segment, the alphabet game.
The interactive finale. I'm ready. Remind our listeners of the rules, though I suspect they are simple.
The rules are deceptively simple. We pick a category. Today, the category is FOD. Because we started in the kitchen, it feels right to end there.
Food. A vast category.
We will alternate letters. I will take A, you take B, I take C, and so on. We'll try to get as far as we can. The goal is to reach Z, but we have to be quick.
That is a challenge, but I accept it. I'm hungry, so this should be easy.
Okay, listeners, play along in your heads. See if you can shout out a word before we do. I will start. A, apple. But not just any apple. A crisp, cart Granny Smith apple.
Specificity. Nice. B, banana. The perfect travel food. It comes in its own packaging. But tell me, Anna, do you like bananas?
Only if they are perfectly yellow, no brown spots.
Sticky. Okay. C, carrot. The root vegetable. Crunchy. Good for dipping in hummus.
D, this is harder. Donut. The circle of happiness. Glazed or chocolate.
Glazed. Always. Keep it simple. E, egg. The most versatile ingredient in the world. Boiled, fried, scrambled, poached.
F, fish. Or maybe fig. I love fresh figs with cheese. But let's stick with fish. It's a staple.
G, grapes. Nature's candy. Frozen grapes are a revelation in the summer.
Oh, I haven't tried them frozen. I will add that to my list. H, hamburger. A classic. But is a hamburger a sandwich?
That is a debate for another episode. I say yes. I. Ice cream. The only cure for a broken heart or a hot day.
J, jam. Or jelly. Or jello. Let's go with jam. Strawberry jam on that toast you burnt earlier.
Cruel, Anna. Bringing up my failures. Okay,
Yeah.
kiwi. The fuzzy fruit. You know you can eat the skin.
Can you? That texture seems unpleasant. I will scoop it out. L, lemon. Essential for cooking. Acid brightens everything.
Melon, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, the smell of summer.
And nut. Or more specifically, Nutella. Does a brand count?
I will allow it because it is delicious, but also nachos.
Ooh, nachos. Or orange, the food that is also a color. Or onion, the base of all good cooking.
Let's give it to the onion. Unsung hero. P, pasta, our lesson earlier. Or pizza. Or popcorn. Q is a very strong letter for food.
It is a comfort food letter.
Q.
Oh, this is a roadblock. Q.
Q is the enemy. Quince. It's a fruit, like a hard pear.
Quince is good. Or quiche, the egg pie.
Quiche is excellent. Let's go with quiche. Real men eat quiche after all.
Or rice,
Yeah.
feeding billions of people. Or raspberry.
Yes, sandwich. We have come full circle. The bread and the cheese.
Tea tomato. Now, Lucas, is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
Botanically, it's a fruit.
Ah.
Culinarily, it's a vegetable. You don't put it in a fruit salad.
Very wise. Yeah. U is tricky. U.
Ube, the purple yam. It's very trendy in desserts right now.
Yes. Or udon, the Japanese noodles. I love a good udon soup.
V is hard. Venison, deer meat.
A bit gamey for me. What about vanilla? The flavor of baking.
Or vegetables in general, but vanilla is a specific ingredient. I like that.
W, waffles, the pancake with abs.
Pancake with abs. I have never heard that. I like watermelon.
X, oh dear. X, this is where the game usually ends.
X is the final boss. Xanthan gum. It's a thickener.
That is very scientific. Is there a fruit?
Ichgua? I think that's the Chinese word for watermelon, sometimes used in English dictionaries.
That feels like cheating, but I will accept it to keep us moving.
Yogurt. Fermented milk. Good for the gut. Or yum.
And finally, the finish line. Z.
Zucchini. The green squash.
We did it. From apple to zucchini, an entire pantry of words.
That was a workout, and now I am incredibly hungry.
Me too. I think I need a sandwich.
With good bread and carefully layered cheese.
Is there any other way?
We have talked about so much today, it feels like we have lived a whole day in 1 hour.
It does. The lights in our imaginary coffee shop are dimming. The rain outside has stopped.
We've spent a good hour exploring the simple things. cooking, faces, the city, our bodies, our manner.
It's amazing how much depth there is in the everyday. A sandwich is not just a sandwich, it's a ritual.
Hmm.
A walk to the bakery is not just movement, it's a connection with the city.
And a conversation is not just noise, it's a bridge between two minds. Using please and thank you, describing our friends, sharing a laugh over spilled coffee, these are the things that make us human.
We hope you, our dear listeners, found this deep dive to be relaxing. We hope it gave you a few new words, but more importantly, a new lens through which to view your own life.
We want you to take these ideas into your world. Look at the next person you see. How would you describe them? Cook your next meal with intention. Notice the first and the then. Find the beauty in the basics.
Thank you for joining us in this slow, peaceful space. We enjoyed your company immensely.
We wish you a peaceful day wherever you are. Be kind to yourselves.
Goodbye for now.